Good morning. Woohoo, what a nice crowd today. Happy solstice yesterday. Thank you. Our opening reading this morning is Winter Solstice by Rebecca Ann Parker. Perhaps for a moment, the typewriters will stop clicking, the wheels stop rolling, the computers desist from computing, and a hush will fall over the city. For an instant in the stillness, the chiming of the celestial spheres will be heard as Earth hangs poised in the crystalline darkness and then gracefully tilts. Let there be a season when holiness is heard and the splendor of living is revealed. Stunned to stillness by beauty, we remember who we are and why we are here. There are inexplicable mysteries. We are not alone. In the universe, there moves a wild one whose gestures alter Earth's axes toward love. In the immense darkness, everything spins with joy. The cosmos unfolds us. We are caught in a web of stars, cradled in a swaying embrace, rocked by the holy night, babes of the universe. Let this be the time we wake to life, like spring wakes in the moment of winter solstice. Welcome to worship.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Eileen. I'm the senior minister of this congregation. I use she, her pronouns. It's a joy to be with you today. Whether this is your spiritual home or you're newly discovering this community or you're visiting with family and friends, we're so grateful that you're here. We strive to be an inclusive and welcoming community, seeking truth and love and nurturing the human spirit for a world made whole. We are guided by our principles and our values, which remind us in every moment and through every challenge that each of us is worthy of love and that we are all connected through the vast and beautiful web of existence. We come together to remember our kinship with one another and to hold one another in heart and mind with tenderness and with careful attention, and to dedicate ourselves more fully to living our shared values. People of all ages are a welcome and important part of our faith community, and we're blessed to have the children in the sanctuary for the first half of every service, and the entire service is for all ages, including this one, about once a month. Our nest in the front is our designated area for families with young children, where we have some quiet fidget toys and activities and a kid-friendly order of service. Nursery care, as always, is available downstairs in room 11. As part of being a welcoming and inclusive community, we have some information posted on the screen that will help orient you to UCE and our services. And in the meantime, a few announcements. Mark your calendars for an all-ages game night on January 10th. Look for details in next week's newsletter. And I'm gonna, point of privilege, announce that we have our Walk for Warmth on January 20th. MLK Day, so look for that, sign up in our newsletter as well. That's with Interfaith Action. And Christmas Eve candlelight service is here at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. And now let us settle into our shared time of reflection and celebration and inspiration as we begin our worship service. Those joining us online are invited to gather your chalice as we join in beloved community. The Unitarian Church of Evanston resides on land that was recorded as being transferred from the local Potawatomi community in the U.S. to the U.S. government in 1829, shortly before the Potawatomi in this area were forcefully removed west of the Mississippi River. This land was then sold to white settlers. We remember the ancestors of contemporary African Americans, the individuals, families, and networks of Black people who built up our country's culture and economy, a role forced on them originally by enslavement. We acknowledge the intentional violence that landed on North American shores in 1619, has continued throughout the generations, and remains a reality today. These acknowledgements are one small effort toward building long-term solidarity with contemporary communities. We commit ourselves to take what we learn here today and incorporate it into our lives and turn our thoughts into actions. Will you please join in our words of shared commitment? We name these realities with honor for all the ancestors, respect for our descendants, and gratitude for the land we use as sacred space. Bob and Barbara Seyfried brought flowers to wish everyone a happy, healthy, and joyful holiday and a wonderful new year with many celebrations to come. As they light the chalice, please join in saying the words on the screen adapted by Edward Searle. The candle, the evergreen, the infant child, these are the symbols of the season. We celebrate light and life and love. Please rise and join in saying the words of our historic and living covenant. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Before we sing our opening hymn, I invite those joining us online to greet each other in the chat, and those gathered in the sanctuary to turn to one another briefly and say hello. Try to meet somebody that you don't know well yet.
Hi.
Please stay after the service and continue your conversations. And if you're new to UCE, you can stop by the welcome table at the back by the mural to answer any questions and learn more about our community. Our hymn is number 224, Let Christmas Come, verses 1 and 2. I invite us now to settle into a time of quiet reflection as we share the joys and sorrows of this community. If you have a joy or a sorrow, as always, you're welcome to write it in this book, share it with me through email, or fill out the form found on the homepage of our website if you would like it spoken aloud. We listen to these offerings with tenderness and with respect, and so we try to settle our bodies and our minds and our voices by taking in together one deep breath and letting it out. These are the joys and sorrows that have been shared today. Today is Myasia's first birthday. Happy birthday, Myasia! She doesn't know we're clapping for her, but someday she will. Kathy Talmadge shares the sorrow that her beloved cat Simon passed away yesterday. She writes, I hope he's frolicking with his 12 other previously departed siblings and using the litter box. Poor Simon. From Will Van Dyke, yesterday, Jonna Van Dyke fell at home and broke her pelvis. I'm so sad to hear that. She was admitted to Skokie Hospital for a short stay and then will go to a rehab facility while the bones heal before returning home. She's in good spirits and thankful that there's no surgery required. Susan and Tom Carlton share that Tom's older brother, Paul, has been placed in hospice care in Kansas City with an expectation that he has only a few days to live. Tom and Susan are on their way to see him to say goodbye. And this is from Gray Wiviat. When I learned on Friday morning that Dave Woods had died, I felt sorrow, but joy followed quickly behind it as a flood of memories full of love came pouring back to me from my childhood. Dave was one of those special people. He made it exciting for a little kid to come to church on a Sunday morning. I remember him most for his wisecracks, his ability to pull me up by my ears, and his enduring love for my also dear friend Alma Woods, which was always beautiful to witness. He will be well remembered. And we will have a memorial service hopefully in January, and I invite you to submit your jokes for that service ahead of time. Sharing these concerns of the heart is part of the practice of beloved community. Together we expand our celebrations and we lessen the burden of our grief. You are invited to come forward, either to this table or to the side tables where Griffin and Reed are there to assist you with candles. And if you would like a candle brought to you, please raise your hand. For these joys, we give our thanks. For these sorrows, we give our love. Please join me in the spirit of prayer and meditation. Spirit of life, source of unending and transforming love, hold with us the emotions that accompany us through our lives. Be present with us as we practice being present to ourselves, to each other, and to what life is calling us to be. Be present with us through feelings of excitement and anticipation, through our fears and uncertainties, through our grief and our pain. Guide us to nurture our collective sense of wonder and rejuvenating joy. May we take the sparkling moments of memories, traditions, and time with loved ones and continue to breathe new magic into them. May these sparkles sustain us as we face the struggles of our lives, the struggles we face in the quietness of our own hearts, and those too big and intractable to impact on our own. Remind us to continue to turn toward one another, to open our hearts and minds a little wider in each new moment, and to prepare ourselves for beloved community. Let us be quiet together for a moment before singing our response, number 391. As we say in our covenant, each Sunday, service is our law. UCE is called by our mission, our values, and principles to contribute to our community, to form accountable partnerships, and to express gratitude through giving. Today's offering will be shared with Restore Justice Foundation, whose mission is to make Illinois a safer and more compassionate state by replacing the ineffective, extreme sentencing policies of the past with evidence-based laws that allow families and communities to heal. You may text to give, mail in a check, put cash in the collection bowls, or give from our website. If you write a check, please indicate in the memo line if your check is for the shared offering or for some other giving. The ushers will now come forward to pass the collection bowls down the rows. Please give as generously as you are able, and may what you give bring you joy.
Pardon me, I was unavoidably held up. Breathed into the World by Reverend Sandra Fees. Whoever you are, wherever you go, may you know the stillness of winter and the call to love. May you see the moon silvering the night sky, and with the dark of midnight plunge you into your truest self and fling you back out again to a world in need of who you are. May there be the familiar carols you know by heart and new melodies to set you free. May there be feasting and frolicking, kindness and wonderment, and may there be trouble to fall far in the east, and a child to teach us to love, and enough magic to let the imagination go wild, to let Christmas arrive with its enchantments, with its glitter, glow, and gold, to let what wants to be born break through. May the presence of the holy crowd out fear, hate, and worry, and proclaim in this moment that peace and goodwill might yet be breathed into the world, and a vow that we too can give birth to love, wherever we go, whoever we are.
You may have heard this story before. The story of the birth of Jesus is told in the books of Luke and Matthew in the Christian scriptures. Today, we are going to experience this familiar story as a living story, a story we can all take part in. Some of you have already joyously agreed to take a role, and some are being more spontaneous, which is awesome. Either way, we will see and experience this familiar tale in an interactive way. As the story is being told, listen carefully for those of you who wish to participate, for your little cues for parts that are coming up, and when you hear a need for a part that you might like to fulfill, then raise your hand, and my assistant, lovely Eileen, will help. And my lovely assistant in back waving their hand gray will help, as well as our wardrobe department. Yeah. So when you hear a need and you want to be a part, you just go on back after you're acknowledged and you get your little proper costume and wait for your little cues. And of course, we do not worry about mistakes. Nope, or little delays, because they usually happen. And as they say, there are no mistakes, and delays are simply pauses in the action for dramatic effect. And we will have carols, hymns throughout, and you're welcome to join singing from your seat, or if you want to stand and sing, whatever moves you. The story is an ancient and beautiful one, and we ask you to listen and watch as you are hearing and seeing the tale as if it were the first time. As Dawn Star Sarah's Borchelt writes, hear the quiet story of the birth, the story of the humble carpenter and his gentle wife, shepherds in the starlit fields, animals near a manger, the story of the deep human and natural longing for peace. Imagine that you are seeing for the first time a story that questions the assumption that power resides in armies and armadas, in magic words and sacks of gold. Prepare your heart to understand the message the story holds out of the strong, transforming power of love. And so let the story begin. In those days, long, long ago, over 2,000 years ago, a decree went out from the Emperor Caesar Augustus.
Be registered in order to pay taxes to me.
All the people were required to go to the city or town where they had been born to register, and for some people that meant a long journey. Travelers used the stars to help guide them at night. So if you would like to be a star, please go back and get a star. Who would like to be a star? We have lots of props for stars. See, Andy is just demonstrating one of them. It's nighttime. We have lots of stars. Really, we do. I see some people moving back there. Mary and Joseph can get their costumes. I think they have. And now we need some friendly beasts. Friendly. We have lots of deer and moose antlers. Yeah, like 12 of them. Oh, 11, because I see someone has some. Way to go. Who would like to be moose or deer? Moose or deer, yeah. Don't be shy. All right, we got some more stars. All right, I believe we have one tiger or leopard. Oh no, that's been claimed, sorry. What about a horse? We have a little horse for a young person. Very young person. Would someone like to be the horse in the nest? No. All right. All you animals except, yeah. And of course, if you already brought an animal costume, which I saw quite a few, you can go ahead and stand in the back with the other animals. And the story continues. Joseph, a carpenter, had to go all the way from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to the city of David that was called Bethlehem, the same village of Bethlehem that is still there today. Joseph went to be registered with Mary, the woman he was planning to marry and who was expecting a child. Joseph and Mary had to travel a long way, and they knew it would not be easy because Mary was expecting her child so soon. But there was nothing that could be done about it. They had to go, so said Caesar. So they started out on their journey, traveling by day and sometimes through the dark nights, which were lit only by bright stars. So all our stars can come up the aisle. Come on up, stars. And you come stand up here on the stage in the back. Come on, Andy, you're a star. All you stars. Yep, stand up back here in the back. Kind of back here, yeah. And if you wave your little wand star, make it twinkle. And then Mary and Joseph come up the aisle. While we sing, O Little Town of Bethlehem, those who are animals, except for our lambs, can come up as we sing and stand around the manger. While Mary and Joseph were in Bethlehem, the time came for Mary to have her baby, but there was no room in the inn. Joseph looked everywhere, but the only place he could find for Mary to give birth to the baby was a stable behind the inn, where there were friendly beasts making gentle sounds. The animals, with all their friendly sounds and gentle sounds, welcomed Mary and Joseph into the stable, and the animals were even kind enough to give up their hay-filled manger so the baby could. Thus Mary gave birth to her firstborn child in a simple stable surrounded by animals. She wrapped him up in pieces of cloth and placed him in a manger. As we honor him, those who are shepherds and lambs can get their costumes. And I believe we have an opportunity for one or two more shepherds. No, we don't. They've been claimed. I'm sorry. No more shepherds. Unless lamb, I believe? No, no lambs either. Sorry. All right. How about angels? We had 6 total. No, angels aren't been claimed. Wow, this is awesome. All right, so everybody's ready. And our messenger angel I know is here. Should get their costume ready. And our next song is Go Tell It on the Mountain. And all of our shepherds and angels and lambs get ready while we sing Go Tell It on the Mountain. Messenger angel can come on up now. So in that region, there were shepherds living in the fields, keeping watch over their flocks by night, which leads us into singing the first Noel. Stood before them, and this angel was truly magnificent, and the glory of the Lord shone around the shepherds, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them,
"Do not be afraid, for I bring good news of great joy for all the people. To you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah, the be a sign you will find wrapped in bands and lying in water.
And suddenly, was with the angel, multitude angels. And the angel saying,
Glory to God in heaven, and peace on earth, and goodwill among all people everywhere.
and now our special star and our people, special animal can get ready. While we sing our next angels we hide. Excuse me. And the shepherds said to one another,
"Let us go now to Bethlehem and see this thing that has taken place, which has been made known to us."
and the shepherds and the lambs came up. So the shepherds went quickly to Bethlehem, and there they found Mary and Joseph and the child lying in the manger, just as the angel had said it would be. When the shepherds saw this, they told everyone what the angel had said to them about this newborn child. And everyone who heard their story was amazed. But Mary kept all these things and treasured them in her heart. And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen as it had been told them. And after Jesus was born in Bethlehem, 3 wise persons who were kings from the east came to Jerusalem. And these wise persons asked,
"Where is the child who has been born King of the Jews? For we observed his star in the skies, and we have come to praise him and bring him gifts."
Persons heard from King Herod about a prophecy which had been spoken long ago, that the people the wise persons seen it first appeared in the east, and a special star. Camel. As much as you can. Yeah. Oh, watch the candles. Yeah. I want the catch on fire. All right, let's join in singing "We Three Kings of Orient Are." Wise person stopped child as they saw the child, and they knew of gold, incense, and myrrh which they brought with them. I don't think Jesus shook the gifts. So let us pause for a moment. Although we're having so much fun, it is a and shepherds, wise and animals, and they are all witnesses to a special birth. No doubt the birth of Jesus this sanctuary and the wonder that no from the was there at the time of the birth of Jesus. It matters not whether the is of Evanston, story and wonder with a message of love and forgiveness. Jesus lived throughout. Let us joy.
As we please choose the words as a challenge, light. Oh boy.
Join again a little bit. When the song of angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flock, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, they're gone, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among them, and to music in the